It wasn't so long ago that the governments of Australia and France were not at all on speaking terms, but in another show of solidarity, our respective defence and foreign ministers have met in Paris overnight. There was also an agreement to send thousands of artillery shells to the front lines of Ukraine, plus a few other things as well. Live to our political reporter, Joel Philp. He's across all the details for us this morning. Joel, there's also some fresh concerns about the delivery of Australia's nuclear submarines.
There are, Pete, and on that trip, the French ambassador has just spoken on radio just now, saying it represents that the country's relationship has been fully repaired since what happened just a few years ago regarding the submarines. But on the submarines, there are fresh revelations that the US has had to temporarily shut down 4 of its dry docking submarine bays to strengthen them in preparation for potential future earthquakes. And that's bringing into question whether these nuclear submarines can be delivered to Australia on time, as a deal struck as part of the AUKUS agreement. Now, in the context of a high-ranking US general apparently being involved in a leaked memo that indicated he believed war between the US and China was likely in 2025, Richard Marles was asked by French reporters about whether Australia would bring together some conventional submarines to fill our capability gap. He said that wasn't going to occur.
We're obviously working closely with the United States and the United Kingdom to develop a nuclear-powered submarine capability and to develop the optimal pathway to achieve that capability. There are no plans for any conventionally powered interim submarine capability.
And the visit of Australia's defence and foreign ministers to meet their French counterparts comes about 2 years after that AUKUS agreement between the US, the UK and Australia that caused a diplomatic spat between Paris and France. France's foreign minister was asked about that on this trip and said that it was an episode she did not want to rehash. But of course now Australia and France have agreed to provide artillery shells to Ukraine in a cooperation effort between the countries' 2 militaries. Here's the Defence Minister on that one.
We are really pleased to be able to announce today Australia and France working together in providing a supply of 155mm ammunition to Ukraine to make sure that Ukraine is able to stay in this conflict and be able to see it concluded on its own terms.
This is a multi-million-dollar deal to deliver thousands of artillery shells, ammunition that will begin to arrive in the coming weeks. Pete?
Thank you, Joel.